creators, protectors, destroyers. This is Vaaksh, where the gods speak. From the silent void, where nothingness reigned, I emerged, not from the dust, nor from the stars, but from the very breath of eternity itself. I am Brahma, the creator, the architect of existence, the first among the Trinity. Do you wonder who I am? I am the one who shaped all that you see. Before the mountains stood, before the rivers flowed, before time itself began, I sat upon the great lotus that rose from the navel of Vishnu. In that moment, I knew my purpose was to bring forth all that is. Many know of me, but few understand my nature. I am not a warrior like Shiva. I do not preserve the balance like Vishnu. My duty is different. I create. I weave the threads of existence, giving form to the formless. But my story, my true essence, is far greater than mere words. Come, listen, as I reveal the mysteries of my being. Before creation, there was only the great void, an endless, infinite darkness. No sky, no earth, no time, no space. Only the boundless, unfathomable consciousness of the supreme reality, Brahman. And from this infinite being, the great cycle of creation began. A single thought, a divine will, and from the navel of Vishnu, a lotus bloomed. And within its golden petals, I was born. I opened my eyes to the emptiness, but I did not know my purpose. I searched for answers in all directions, yet saw nothing. I meditated, and in deep contemplation, I heard the voice of Vishnu, the preserver, the eternal one. Brahma, you are the creator. From your mind shall emerge the worlds, and from your breath, life shall take form. Go forth and create. And so, I understood. I took a breath, and from my very being, the universe began to unfold. With each thought, I shaped existence, bringing forth the sky, the earth, the waters, the stars, and the infinite cosmos. Yet, creation is not simple. To bring balance, I needed knowledge. And so, from my four faces, I spoke the Vedas, the eternal wisdom, Rig, Yajur, Sama, and Atharva. These became the sacred scriptures, guiding the course of life itself. But creation requires more than wisdom. It needs time, energy, and the forces that keep it moving. And so, I divided existence into the great cosmic cycles, yugas and kalpas, each marking the passage of time. I created the first beings, the great sages, the devas, and the asuras. From my mind came the rishis, from my breath came the winds, from my arms came strength, and from my heart came love. Each being had a purpose, a role to play in this vast, endless cycle of creation and destruction. Many have wondered, why do I have four faces? Why do I look in all directions at once? The answer lies in the nature of creation itself. To shape the universe, one must perceive all that exists, not just what is before them, but what is behind, above, and beyond. My four faces are not merely for sight. They are the embodiment of ultimate knowledge. Each face represents a sacred truth, a force that governs existence. The first face, Rig Veda, this face speaks of knowledge and wisdom, the eternal scriptures that guide humanity toward truth. The second face, Yajur Veda, this face governs rituals and discipline, for creation requires order, and existence must be maintained through divine actions. The third face, Sama Veda, this face sings the celestial hymns, the music of creation, where even the universe hums in rhythm, from the heartbeat of the smallest creature to the dance of galaxies. The fourth face, Atharva Veda, this face represents practical knowledge, healing, and the mysteries of existence. It is through this that life flourishes and evolves. With these 4 faces, I watch over the universe. I grant wisdom to those who seek it, and yet, even I am not untouched by desire, for my story carries a lesson for all beings. Creation requires not only form but wisdom. And so, from my very mind, I brought forth Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge, speech, music, and the arts. She was radiant, as pure as the flowing river, her voice like the melody of the cosmos itself. She was my creation, yet she became my guide, for even the creator must learn. From her, I understood the depth of knowledge, the rhythm of the universe, the power of words and thoughts. It is through Saraswati that wisdom flows into the world, and it is through her blessings that beings gain intelligence, creativity, and speech. But even the creator is not beyond flaw, and so I too became a part of a lesson greater than myself. In my admiration for Saraswati's brilliance, a desire arose within me, a longing to be near the very wisdom I had created. But such attachment clouds the mind, even for God. Shiva, the great destroyer, saw my folly and cast upon me a curse. You shall not be worshipped like the others, for creation alone is not enough. Without preservation and destruction, it holds no meaning. And so, unlike Vishnu, who preserves, and Shiva, who transforms, I became the least worshipped among the Trinity. Temples to me are few, and my name is often spoken in passing. But this too is the balance of creation. Nothing remains unchanged. Even the creator must learn humility. Many believe creation is eternal, but nothing is forever, not even the worlds I shape. Time moves in cycles, great and small, like the rising and setting of the sun. Just as a tree sprouts, grows, withers, and falls, so too does the universe follow this rhythm. This is the law of the cosmos, the great cycles of time, yugas and kalpas, measured not in days or years, but in the breaths of eternity itself. A single day of mine, what you call the kalpa, spans 4.32 billion human years. And in this day, the universe is born, flourishes, declines, and ends, only to begin anew. This is the rhythm of creation. Within each kalpa, there are 4 great ages, the yugas, each with its own nature and destiny. Satya Yuga, the age of truth. In this golden era, righteousness is at its peak. Dharma stands firm on all 4 legs, and beings live in harmony. There is no greed, no hatred, no lies. Life is long, and wisdom flows like an endless river. Treta Yuga, the age of sacrifice. The world begins to shift. Dharma weakens, standing on 3 legs instead of 4. The first traces of greed and falsehood emerge, and great wars shake the earth. It is in this age that Lord Brahma walked among you. Dwapara Yuga, the age of decline. Dharma now rests on only 2 legs. Corruption spreads and truth becomes a rarity. Conflicts rise and great beings descend to restore balance. It was in this age that Krishna, the divine strategist, shaped the course of history. Kali Yuga, the age of darkness, the age in which you now live. The final stage. Dharma stands on a single leg, trembling under the weight of ignorance, greed, and deception. The righteous are few, and truth is often overshadowed by illusion. But even this darkness has a purpose, for from the depths of night, a new dawn must rise. Do not fear this age, for all things move in cycles. Just as the sun must set, so too will it rise again. And when the time comes, Vishnu shall return in his final form, Kalki, the warrior who will restore balance and usher in a new golden age. This is the way of creation. The cycle never ceases, and my work never ends. When a kalpa ends, I sleep, and when I awaken, the universe begins again. This is the rhythm of existence, the dance of creation, preservation, and destruction. Many know of Vishnu's 10 avatars, the protectors of Dharma. Many speak of Shiva, the destroyer who resets existence. But few remember that I too have taken many forms to fulfill my role as the creator. Though my purpose is not to fight great wars or end great evils, my avatar has shaped the foundations of the universe itself. Listen, and I shall reveal the sacred forms I have taken across the ages. 1. Hamsa Avatar, the swan of wisdom. In times when ignorance clouded the minds of sages, I took the form of Hamsa, the divine swan. With the gift of discernment, I revealed the deepest truths of existence. The Hamsa can separate milk from water, just as wisdom separates truth from illusion. This form represents the power of knowledge, the light that dispels darkness. To Adikavi Avatar, the first poet, I descended as Adikavi, the first poet, to bring language, poetry, and wisdom to the world. Words have power. They shape reality, inspire minds, and pass down eternal truths. It was through this form that I gave the Vedas to humanity, the foundation of all sacred knowledge. 3. Sanat Kumara, the eternal youth. When creation first began, I brought forth my sons, the 4 Kumaras, Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanatana, and Sanat Kumara. Though they were born from my mind, they chose the path of renunciation, rejecting worldly attachments. They wander the cosmos as eternal children, spreading wisdom and guiding seekers toward liberation. For Yogeshwara Avatar, the master of yoga, to teach the world the art of inner balance, I appeared as Yogeshwara, the master of yoga. Through meditation and self-discipline, beings can connect with the infinite. Yoga is not just movement, it is the unification of self and cosmos, the realization of one's divine nature. 5. Jagadguru Avatar, the cosmic teacher. At times, even the gods seek wisdom. As Jagadguru, the cosmic teacher, I revealed the secrets of creation, time, and the soul's journey. Even the greatest beings must continue to learn, for knowledge is infinite. Each of my forms serves one purpose, to bring forth wisdom, knowledge, and the foundation upon which the universe stands. While others may wield weapons, I wield words, thought, and creation itself. This is my duty, my eternal path. You see the world around you, you touch it, you hear its sounds, you walk upon its lands. But what if I told you that much of what you perceive is but an illusion, a great veil woven by the divine to play out the cosmic dance of existence? This veil is Maya, the grand illusion. Maya is the fabric of this world, a dream spun from the infinite consciousness of Brahman. It is neither false nor true, it simply is. Through Maya, the soul forgets its divine origin and becomes lost in the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, the great cycle of samsara. This cycle of birth and rebirth, my creation, continues until one attains moksha, liberation, the realization that all is one, that Atman, the soul, is none other than Brahman, the supreme reality. But to reach moksha is no easy task. The world distracts, the senses deceive, the mind weaves illusions of separation. You see yourself as different from others, but in truth, you are all drops of the same ocean, waves in the same vast sea of existence. This is the purpose of Maya, not to punish, but to test, to challenge, to lead each soul toward wisdom. Will you remain bound by desires, lost in illusion? Or will you awaken to the truth that lies beyond? And now, you ask, who am I? I am Brahma, the creator. I am the first spark of existence, the weaver of time, the dreamer of worlds. From my mind and breath, the cosmos was born, and from my will, the cycle of life was set in motion. From my thoughts, the Vedas were spoken. From my limbs, the great beings were formed. From my will, the elements, the heavens, the earth, and all living creatures came to be. I am the architect of reality, yet I am also its humble servant. For even the Creator must bow to the law of the universe, to the grand balance of time and space. And yet, in all this vastness, I am not alone. My task is to create, but it is Vishnu who preserves, ensuring the balance of all things. And when the cycle reaches its end, Shiva shall dance, dissolving the universe into nothingness, only for me to awaken once more and begin again. You see, the truth is that I am not separate from you. Just as I create the universe, you too are creators of your own world. Every thought you think, every action you take, weaves the fabric of your destiny. You are not bound to suffering. You are not trapped by fate. You are not merely human. You are divine. To know me is to know yourself. To understand my story is to understand your own. For within you lies the same creative force, the same divine essence that shaped the universe. You have the power to create, to transform, to awaken from the dream of illusion and realize the ultimate truth. So, I ask you now, who are you? Are you merely a passing form, bound to time and fate? Or are you something more? A spark of the eternal, waiting to awaken to your divine self? The answers are within you. Look beyond the illusion, seek the truth, and when the time comes, you will know who you truly are. I am Brahma, the creator of all. But you are the universe itself.